Hey guys, David the Smash fan here, and today I want to talk about two stories that are happening in the Smash community really quickly. Because a lot of people they're voicing their opinions very loudly, both on Reddit, on the Smash boards, on YouTube, anywhere you go. People are putting their 2 cents in, from people who barely play the game to top level players in the Smash community. So let's go with the first one. And incidentally, both of these involve Ally, both one indirectly and one directly. Well, actually both directly, but in one of them he doesn't have any. He didn't have any influence in the matter. So the first one we're going to talk about is about Bocchi. So about 2 weeks ago, I believe, Ally went to a weekly tournament where he faced off a 15-year-old girl named Bocchi, and she plays Isabel. Now, this was a very intense game in that Ally is a top player and Bocchi is, I think, just barely starting. She's playing with a low-tier character with Isabel. Long story short, in this tournament, they were in winner semifinals, and Bocchi got the win over Ally. And people were in an uproar. They're like, yeah, that's awesome. We've never seen that happen. She played out of her mind. It was awesome. But then what happened, and this is the worst part of it, is she started getting bombarded on Twitter and on other media sources, basically telling her, oh, this was a fluke, you shouldn't be here, just be talking very derogatory to her. And it led to her basically getting fed up with this, and she tweeted this, saying, final tweet from this account, I will either be done with Smash or begin competing under a new name to avoid this attention I've gained. I will stop streaming and find my path by myself. Do not expect me to be Bocchi anymore. I'm done if I do come back to the community. Or I'm done if I do come back to the community. So this is terrible. Like, again, the Smash scene is very male dominant, and we don't have a lot of women competitors. They're very few and far in between. Like, we have Vicky Katie, we have I forget her name, Supergirl Kels, and a few others. And if I said their name wrong, I do apologize. But for her to be bullied, and her only being 15 years old, like, that's ridiculous. That is just uncalled for. It is not what we should be doing. And again, from what I've heard, from what I've read, is the people that were saying all these bad stuff to her were people that aren't competitors. They weren't there at the tournament. They're people that either just watch Smash or don't play competitively. Again, I don't know if that affects their perspective or not. I think it does. In some way, and so, but either way, it's something that should not have happened, and I don't understand the reasons why they did it. It still doesn't make sense to me. This is a great thing. I love rooting for the underdog, but because she's underage and a girl and low tier, I think, and using a low tier character, for whatever reason, that like sparked hatred from people, and she got bullied and got to the point where she doesn't want to be in the Smash community anymore. So this happened on July 2nd. So luckily, a few days happened. The next day, she got back on Twitter on her main account, and she said the following: I came on Twitter to tell everyone I was okay. The amount of kind words you guys have given me is honestly really overwhelming. It made me feel really wanted, and I know now that I need to try harder to focus on the positive. I'm young. I'm not used to this much of attention. So, I mean, she also admits she states that she's still growing, she's still maturing. So having people that troll you or that don't like you for no reason is unfortunately, and I say this really unfortunately, is the reality of nowadays, of the internet generation, because there's always going to be people that are like that are going to harass you behind walls, behind a screen, because they would never do that publicly in your face. And so again, it sucks that is the generation that we live in. But she's also like, I understand that that's how we live in, but there's tons of people that give her support. I fully support Bocchi. Like, I don't think she'll ever see this video, but if she does, you are a great Smash player. We need more girls like you. We need more players in general, and girl players because we know there's no real difference whether you're male or female, but having more diversity either way in the Smash community is always good, and I hope that everyone in the Smash community will be open to anyone, especially to Bocchi. She's a great player. She deserves praise. She deserves what's the word? She deserves your respect. So please give that to her, and go give her a like. Follow her on Twitter. Just show her that we appreciate what she's done, who she is, and to have her keep playing Smash, because we all love Smash, and that's the whole thing about the community. We all love Smash. We want everyone to have a good time. So let's not bully anyone for any reason. Okay, that's it. That's what I'm gonna say on this part. So again, this part, as far as I know, Ally had nothing to do with the harassment. I mean, if you've seen the video, he was surprised he lost, but he wasn't like, go on Twitter, hey, go harass this girl because she beat me, blah blah blah. No, that's not what happened. As far as I understand it, if that's wrong, please send me information of his involvement if he did something regarding the harassment. So, but that's it for Bocchi. The second one again has to deal with Ally directly. So there's a storyline that's here, and I'll try and just put the most important parts and say it in this video. So basically what happened a few months back, a Smash player called Tamim, I think that's how you say his name, he posted pictures of a Discord basically stating that Ally and Captain Zack were in a relationship, and saying he was told by Captain Zack or by Ally. I can't remember the pictures on it, but so that's what happened, and but nothing really came of it. They basically branded Tamim a liar, and he was basically left alone, and no one wanted to deal with him. Well, I guess a few days, I think it was a few weeks ago, or yeah, it might have been this week, Captain Zack posted up this picture on Twitter, which is now deleted, but it said Samim was right, I believe is what exactly it stated. And then it got deleted. So now, after that happened, Ally went onto Twitter and he posted up 2 pictures, basically putting his statement on what's going on with him. So the first one he talks about is his ex-girlfriend. It says the following: nothing has changed with what I said in my statement regarding my ex about a year ago. She is using my situation with Zack to push her story. If you aren't aware of it, look up my statement I made about her about a year ago. Additionally, I already went to court to settle it, and the judge told me not to speak to her again, to not have any deal with her, which I have been doing, and why I didn't bother addressing it before / won't address it publicly anymore. This is being taken care of in another forum, but it's not the actual issue I want to address. So this is a whole other thing. So from what I understand with Ally and his ex-girlfriend, he was emotionally manipulating. It got to the point where they had to go to court, and this is the statement that the judge said: don't talk to her, don't get involved in any way, which is saying that he did. So that's one thing that he did, and I guess it's proven that he was emotionally manipulative. There's other statements that say that they were both bad for each other. It was just a toxic relationship in general. So there's that. I don't know the full 100% facts about it because I haven't read the statement. So if you want to read it, go on his Twitter and look that up. So that's one part that he put up. Now here's the second part. And it says about Zack and I. So I think it's time to come out clean. It's been rough months mentally for me, unsure if everything was going to end up okay, but it didn't. I'm going to admit I dated Zack. I didn't do any wrongs, but it was a stupid mistake regardless, and I'm really sorry for not saying it until now. I was really scared. I'm sorry, Tammy, for lying to you about dating him. Because I feel like it's the right thing to do, I'm going to retire from Smash. Sorry for everyone I disappointed. Sorry, Canada. So, this is a huge thing because he had denied he had any relationship with Zack. People were saying, well, you were huggy, touchy-feely him, and he said no. Zack said no. So, now he's come out with it, and the huge issue is I think he was 28 or 27 at the time, and Zack was 16. Now, again, I'm not going to give my opinion as of right now. I'm just giving you facts. According to Canada laws, the age of consent is 16. So, legally, Ally would have dated him without having any legal ramifications because it was within the law. Nothing would have happened. Now, what people are stating is that, well, even though it's legally right, it's morally wrong because of the huge age gap. And there's been a lot of accusations of that he was grooming, which basically what grooming means, it's the action by a pedophile of preparing a child for a meeting, especially via an internet chat room, with the intention of committing a sexual offense. So some people are saying that he was grooming Zach. From what we understand, from all the notes, is that Ally and Zach were in a consensual relationship, legal relationship, in Canada. Now, the huge argument that comes up is that's still wrong. Even in Canada, even though it's a legal age of consent, people will not agree to it because it's just not normal. And there's been tons of back and forth on people that are on Ally's side, people that are completely against Ally. And if you want to follow the Reddit, the subreddit, I'll post a link in the description below. But it's a very interesting and delicate matter. I don't know Ally personally. I can't really say what kind of person he is, because I've only ever seen him as a Smash player. I don't know Ally personally. My personal thoughts on it is, I think it's a huge thing. I think that him lying to someone and that person being basically isolated and shunned from the community was bad on his part. He shouldn't have lied about that. And that's one thing. Two, about the relationship, to me it's weird because it's like a 12-year age difference. But it's funny, like if you go forward like 15 years or older, like if Zach was, let's say, 26 and Ally was 38, like it would still be kind of weird. People would be like, okay, that's fine, they're consenting adults. So it's just, I guess, your perspective on it. I personally still think it's weird. I don't know if anything sexual happened. They haven't said anything about that. He said it was that he didn't know wrongdoing, which again doesn't really clear up what exactly happened. If you know Ally, you can ask him. Maybe he'll answer you of what his exact relationship was. I'm just hoping that he does well in his life. If he's gonna retire from Smash, I support that. I think either way, minimum, he should get away from the scene because he did damage it with his statements. It damaged other people. I don't know about Captain Zach because his whole post about Tammin was right is either he was right because he was dating Ally, or he was right because Ally was emotionally manipulative, toxic. I don't know. Because he put it up and then he put it down according to all the posts I've seen. So there's a lot of information we don't know, and we might not ever know. And I guess it's up to you to make up your decision of supporting Ally, or saying like he did nothing wrong, or saying that he was bad, he was in the wrong. So make up your decision on that. I personally think that he took the right move. I think people are saying like, oh, he's something foul. He's the worst person ever. He did a lot of bad mistakes. I will say that. I don't think he's the worst person in the world. But that's just me. But I think him retiring from Smash is actually a good move on him, and hopefully he does. He rights his wrongs and gets to do something else with his life, and hopefully make amends for all the wrongs that he did. That's what I'm hoping. I don't support his actions, but I think he'd make the right decision of at least moving himself away from the scene. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you're pro Ally, or if you think Ally did nothing wrong, or if you think he was completely wrong, scumbag, or if you're somewhere in the middle. Let me know in the comments section. So thanks so much for listening. This is David the Smash Fan, and I'm out.